Students, today our topic is ideal solutions and non-ideal solutions. तो ideal solutions क्या होते हैं? That obey Raoult's law at all compositions of solute and solvent. All composition means we can start with 50-50, solute कम करते जाओ, solvent बढ़ाते जाओ. तो सभी कंपोजिशंस पे राउट्स लॉ को ओबे करेगा जो भी सॉल्यूशन, और हर एक टेम्परेचर पे ओबे करेगा. एट ऑल टेम्परेचर इट विल ओबे द राउट्स लॉ. देन दैट सॉल्यूशन विल बी नोन एज ideal solution. In ideal solution, the solute solvent interaction must be same as solute solute and solvent solvent interaction. जो उसकी बेसिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है, लेट अस राइट डाउन. Ideal solutions. So ideal solutions are those solutions which obeys Raoult's law at all compositions and at all temperature. So basic characteristics of ideal solution are, first is it will obey Raoult's law. It means partial vapor pressure of component A must be equal to vapor pressure in pure state into its mole fraction. Similarly, partial vapor pressure of component B will be equal to vapor pressure in pure state into its mole fraction. Second characteristics is delta H of mixing is 0. It means जब सोल्यूट और सॉल्वेंट को मिक्स करेंगे तो ना तो हीट एब्जॉर्ब होगी ना ही रिलीज होगी. नाइदर heat absorbed nor released. Third is delta V of mixing is also 0. It means जब सोल्यूट और सॉल्वेंट को मिक्स करेंगे ना तो सॉल्यूशन एक्सपेंड होगा ना ही वो कंट्रैक्ट होगा. सो नो expansion no contraction. These are the three basic characteristics. If we can understand this in terms of molecule level, then we can say that if A is solute, B is solvent, then interaction between solute AA and solvent BB, these must be similar to the interaction between solute and solvent. जब ये सिमिलर होंगी तो वो सॉल्यूशन कौन सा होगा? आइडियल सॉल्यूशन. एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ आइडियल सॉल्यूशंस आर benzene and toluene, N-hexane and N-heptane, CCl4. In all these compounds you can see that these have almost the similar structures. It means those compounds which have almost similar structure will form, what will they form? They will form ideal solutions. So second type of solutions are non-ideal solutions. Non-ideal solutions कौन से होंगे? जो ideal solution जो show कर रहे थे वो show नहीं करेंगे, वो non-ideal solutions. So non-ideal solution, or you can say real solutions, will not obey Raoult's law, and solute-solvent interaction will be different from solute-solute and solvent-solvent intermolecular attractions. Let us write down the characteristics of non-ideal or real solution. At molecular level, if A is solute and B is solvent, so AA means solute-solute interaction, BB means solvent-solvent interactions. These are not similar to solute-solvent interactions. Now let us write down the characteristics of non-ideal solution. So first will be, it will not obey Raoult's law. It means partial vapor pressure of A solute will not be equal to the product of its vapor pressure in pure state and its mole fraction. Similarly, Pb is not equal to P naught B into its mole fraction. Second will be delta H of mixing is not equal to 0. It means heat can be absorbed or heat can be रिलीज्ड. दोनों में से कुछ भी हो सकता है, या तो एब्जॉर्ब हो सकती है या रिलीज हो सकती है. इट मीन्स इट विल नॉट गोना इक्वल टू 0. अब वो डेविएशन पॉजिटिव होगा या नेगेटिव होगा वो हम बाद में करेंगे. थर्ड इज डेल्टा वी ऑफ मिक्सिंग. इट इज़ ऑल्सो नॉट इक्वल टू 0. इट मीन्स जब मिक्सिंग होगी सॉल्यूशन एंड सॉल्वेंट की, तो सॉल्यूशन में एक्सपेंड्स और इट में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स. सॉल्यूशन में expands or contract. So these are the basic characteristics of non-ideal solutions. Good morning, students. I hope you have done the previous work. Today we will do 3 topics. Firstly, we will draw the vapor pressure and mole fraction diagrams for non-ideal solution showing positive deviation and negative deviation. And after that we will do the next topic, which is composition of vapor. We will find out the mole fraction of solute and solvent in vapor phase according to Raoult's law. And after that we will do what? Azeotropic mixture. So firstly we will start with the first topic, that is vapor pressure and mole fraction diagrams for non-ideal solutions. Since there were 2 non-ideal solutions as we have done yesterday, so we have to draw 2 diagrams. This you already know because this we have done when we did the topic which was Raoult's law. This was the vapor pressure of solute In pure state, this is P naught B, vapor pressure of solvent in pure state. Similarly, this we will put here also. So on y-axis we are taking this. This is more and this is less. It means solvent is more volatile. Whichever has more vapor pressure, that component will be more volatile. Here XA will be 1 mole fraction of component A and XB will be 0. That's why this is in its pure state. When we go left to right, this will decrease. So at this point this will be 0 and B will be 1. That's why this is the vapor pressure in pure state. Same case here, XA will be 1, this is 0, moving left to right, this will be 0, and this will be unity. Now this was what? This is PA, partial vapor pressure. Similarly here, this is PB, partial vapor pressure of solvent. This is also partial vapor pressure of solvent. This is partial vapor pressure of solute. This was our total pressure of solution. This is PT, PA plus PB. This was the case earlier when we did the Raoult's law. See, if this is positive deviation and if this is negative deviation, what actually will be the case? This total pressure will be like this. This is positive deviation. Partial vapor pressure of solvent will be like this. Similarly, partial vapor pressure of solute will be like this. Now we rub this and this. So now this is our partial vapor pressure of solvent. This is partial vapor pressure of solute, and this is our total vapor pressure of solution. In this case, because this was positive, but here it will be negative. So this and this. Now rub it down, or you can draw the line which is dotted. For your reference, you can draw the dotted line also. This is partial vapor pressure of solute, this is partial vapor pressure of solvent, and this is total vapor pressure of solution. So this was our first topic, that is mole fraction diagrams and vapor pressure diagram for non-ideal solutions. Now our second topic for today is composition of vapor. Composition of vapor. In this topic we will find out the mole fraction of solute and solvent which are present in vapor phase, and we will gonna take help of Raoult's law. So let us start. This is composition of vapor. See, you all know, if we take a closed vessel and if we take liquid solution, and when we start heating this liquid solution, then vapors will be forming out. So this will be your particles present in vapor phase. So there will be a mutual equilibrium existing between liquid phase and vapor phase. When there is an equilibrium between these two states, we have to find out, because we already find out the mole fraction of solute and solvent in liquid phase. Now we have to find out the composition of vapor phase. It means we have to find out mole fraction of solute and mole fraction of solvent in vapor phase. In liquid phase, it was represented by XA and XB, but here in vapor phase, mole fraction of solute will be represented by YA and this will be represented by YB. YA will be equal to PA upon PT. This is partial vapor pressure of solute upon total pressure of solution, and this will be equal to PB upon PT. What was the value of PA according to Raoult's law? This was equal to P naught A into XA, and PT was P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. PB value was P naught B into XB. We can put these values here. So YA will be equal to PA is this, P naught A XA. Soon we will use these formulas in solving numericals. P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. Put the value of PB here, P naught B XB upon P naught A XA. This is the value of total pressure of solution. So these are the expressions for the mole fraction of solute and solvent in vapor phase. Generally, no composition is not the same, whichever is more volatile. If the solute is more volatile, then this value will be greater. If solvent is more volatile, then this value will be greater. So जिसकी भी जो भी volatile ज़्यादा होगा, mole fraction उसी की ज़्यादा होगी. Now our last topic for today is azeotropic mixture, or we can say azeotropic mixture. Its other name is constant boiling mixture. What actually azeotropic mixture is? This is a binary solution. Some liquids form azeotropes. It means the composition of liquid and vapor both are same. मतलब कि लिक्विड में जो कंपोजिशन है सोल्यूट सॉल्वेंट की, वही कंपोजिशन सोल्यूट सॉल्वेंट की कहाँ पे होगी? वेपर फेज में होगी. सो कंपोजिशन इज सेम एंड दे हैव अ कांस्टेंट बॉइलिंग पॉइंट. मतलब बॉइलिंग भी उसी टेम्परेचर पे होगी और कंडेंसेशन स्टार्ट भी उसी टेम्परेचर पे होगी. सो that type of mixture will be known as azeotropic mixture. This is basically a theoretical topic. You just have to remember this if this comes in your board exams. Azeotropic mixture. Some liquids. I am just drawing the flow chart. You can write down this in your own language. Some liquids on mixing will form azeotropes. What are azeotropes? Which are having the same composition in vapor phase and liquid phase. These are having the same composition and they have a constant boiling temperature. One important thing you have to remember, that if we want to separate the solute and solvent of this azeotropic mixture, we cannot do that with the help of simple fractional distillation. It means components cannot be separated by simple fractional distillation, or you can just say fractional distillation. It means components cannot be separated. Components इसके आसानी से जो है वो हम separate नहीं कर सकते. Basically, two types of azeotropes are formed. First is maximum boiling azeotropes, and the other one is minimum boiling azeotropes. Maximum boiling azeotropes will be formed when there will be a negative deviation from Raoult's law, and this minimum boiling azeotropes will be formed when there will be positive deviation from Raoult's law. I will send you the diagrams of maximum boiling azeotropes and minimum boiling azeotropes. I will send you the graphs. In case you have any kind of doubt, then you can text me personally. Thank you.